If you ever work with me, I always buy my producer a Kit Kat or a Snickers or something. I always feed you.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on US Highway 10, nasonvilledairy.com.
At Nicolet Bank, we believe that our hometown communities are the backbone of what makes Wisconsin special. From Crivets to Manitowoc and Algoma to Grand Chute, you see a thriving community with Nicolet Bank working as a partner, acting not as a corporation, but a community. When we serve together with local entrepreneurs and leaders, great things happen. That is our guiding principle. A strong and successful hometown means a strong and successful Wisconsin. We are proud to be a part of that. Nicolet Bank. Real people, real conversations.
Really got to understand what what a nurse is. Do they focus on you? You know, do they make sure that you're comfortable? And you know, that's what Chai has. It's the connection that he has. You know, my best interest in mind always.
Why wait another day? Let's take the next step together towards a better life.
For years, our Stone Innovations customers told us they love our countertops, but only wanted to deal with one company for their entire kitchen project. Well, we've heard you. So now Stone Innovations can give you a brand new kitchen with the same high quality products, selection, expertise we've been giving you for years. And now we can give you that brand new kitchen in just 1 week. After sitting down with our designers, picking out cabinets, countertops, and flooring, it will only take us 1 week to install everything. Stone Innovations, new kitchens in just 1 week.
as exciting as a Gordy sighting, isn't it? Oh. I'm not at that level. Good to see you, Bill. Merry Christmas to you. I want to see Sam today. My first time to see Sam.
Oh, you got that all sorted out. You got hot dogs?
Yep.
I don't know if I can do that on.
I don't want to interrupt them, but just watch over there.
You're writing code? You show off. Really? You're a pretty sharp kid. Okay. Wow. Did you want a sound check? Check 1 2. Check 1 2 3. Check 1 2. 1 2 3. Broadcast of high school boys basketball. As today, the Prairie to Chien Blackhawks travel up to Marshfield to take on the Marshfield Columbus Catholic Dons here at Columbus High School. My name is Joe Anderson. I'm joined by Isaac Eagle, my producer extraordinaire this afternoon. Let's look at both teams. Prairie to Chien comes into this game at a record of 1-4. Their head coach is Andy Banasic. Andy spent several years here at Marshfield Columbus, had built a successful program. His last game saw his team win 57-43 over Lancaster. Looking at the SWC, Platteville and Prairie to Chien are tied for first at 1-0. Dodgeville and Richland Center in third at no record yet, and Lancaster and River Valley at 0-1. Leading scorers for the Blackhawks, Nicholas McCulloch is averaging 10 points per game, Tyler Harris 8.0, and Max Schneider 6.0. The wins for, Prairie to Chien picked up their first win of the season by, I didn't write that down. Gosh darn it. I believe that, yes, they did. They did beat Lancaster. There it was. I misplaced my eyeballs here. And yes, I did remember to bring my glasses today. If you tuned in last night to my game I worked at Stratford, I had to do everything at arm's length. I'm far-sighted, not nearsighted, so it was an interesting time. But glasses are perched on my nose today. We look at the losses for Prairie to Chien. 71-39 to Decorah, 58-36 to Aquinas, 47-35 to Fenimore, and 71-34 to Mineral Point. Prairie to Chien, after this game, will travel to Cuba City on Tuesday before they break for Christmas. On the other side of the ledger, the home team, the Columbus Catholic Dons, they come into this contest with a 5-2 record, 2-0 in the conference. They're good in first place tie in the Eastern Clover Belt Conference with Colby. Both Colby and Columbus 2-0, along with Owen Withy, a three-way tie for first. As the Blackhawks of Owen Withy, Columbus, and Colby each at 2-0. Columbus picked up a big one last night here versus Neilsville. They're in fourth place at 1-1. Loyal and Spencer in sixth at 0-1, and Gilman and Greenwood in last at 0-2. Wins over the Dons have beaten Port Edwards, Assumption, Pacelli, Spencer, and Neilsville, and have suffered losses to Almerdale and McDonald. Our next game is at Owen Withy next Thursday. I'll be there to bring you that game. Leading scorers for the Dons, Emmett Konieczny, 14.7 points per game. Birthday boy, Charlie Moore, he's 17 today. He's averaging 14.4 points per game. And Blake Jacoby at 13.6 points per game. Prairie to Chien and Columbus completed their warm-ups, and we'll listen to our PA announcer for our starting lineups and national anthem.
Set examples of commitment, passion, and will take on your Columbus Dons. We would ask that if you can stand, please do, and remove your hats for an opening prayer. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. God, let us play well but fairly. Let competition make us strong but never hostile. Never catch us rejoicing in the adversity of others. If we know victory, allow us to be happy. If we are denied, keep us from envy. Remind us that sports are just games. If through our competition we set an example, let it be a good one. Through Christ our Lord, amen. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. We ask that you please remain standing for the playing of our national anthem.
Had a chance to hear the starting lineups for both teams, and a nice presentation to former coach Andy Bonasic, fellow UW Platteville grad, right around the same time I was there. I was there just as Bo Ryan was starting out. I had just graduated in '86 and really took the UW Platteville basketball team places it had never been before. Lucas Krecklow a little anxious to jump. He and Schneider go after it. Prairie to Chien in their traveling maroon jerseys with the white numbers, letters, and trim. The Dons in their home jerseys, blue numbers, letters, and trim. Prairie to Chien going left to right on your screen. The Dons right to left. Mara will drive to the basket. Now in the hands of Harris. Nice shot put up by James Riley. Missed it. Who has the rebound? It's going to end up in the hands of the Dons and Mac Konieczny, far side. His brother Emmett took a pretty hard fall against Spencer earlier in the week and not suited up today. Charlie Moore, the birthday boy, number 12, wearing the white headband and fellow member of the Zaleski Sports Broadcasting team. Wish him a happy 17th birthday today. 2-3 zone employed by Prairie to Chien. Moore for three. Lips out. Rebound pulled down by Dawson Eastman. For my friends that live in the Prairie du Chien area, and we're good friends with Lonnie and Jane Achenbach, our family is, and my wife Chris Freimiller is originally from Boscobel. Shot is up and missed. We've got a foul on Prairie du Chien. That foul is called on Dawson Eastman. First personal, first team foul on the Blackhawks. So got a connection there. In fact, I taught in the Highland for 2 years when I started out 36 years ago, almost 37 now. Charlie Moore will drive baseline but pull it back out. Give it back up to Matt Konieczny. Jacoby back in Jacoby's hands. Krecklow on the low block. They'll move it around. Very patient offense, the Dons. Shot is put up by Jacoby and missed. Here comes Prairie du Chien. Tyler Harris. Nice shot put up by Harris. Missed. He gets his own rebound. Puts it back up. Nice Euro step for Tyler Harris. First 2 points of the board. 15:35 left here in the first half. We have our first points. Nearly stolen. Konieczny to Moore. Overplaying that zone defense. Konieczny for three. Lips out. Another rebound for Prairie. James Riley will take the ball over the timeline, crossover, kick it back out. Harris called for the foul. They're going to call a player control foul on Tyler Harris, his first personal, second team foul. Hunter Straka checks in for the Blackhawks. 1-2-2 half three-quarter court press put on by Prairie. Columbus will beat it. Moore for three. No. Good rebound by Matt Konieczny. And he stepped out of bounds. Also coming in for Prairie will be Brady Lenzendorf. 2-2-1 press put on by the Dons. It's very effective against Spencer in the game I called the other night. Down to Schneider. Schneider powers it up against the glass, misses, but he's fouled. And he'll shoot two. Schneider will go to the Serve Pro Jamie Wenzel free throw line. Call Jamie Wenzel at Serve Pro for the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro like it never happened. Schneider's first 2 free throws of the contest here. And the first one is up, and it is off the mark. That foul was called on Matt Konieczny, his first, and the first team foul on Columbus. Second free throw coming up for the junior. It's up, and it is good. 3-0. And we're almost 4 minutes into the game, and the Dons have yet to get on the scoreboard. Big win over Neillsville last night here, 51-35. Remember last year, Neillsville and Columbus battled it out for the conference title. Columbus won it in the end. And we've got an offensive foul, player control foul called on Columbus. Lucas Kreklow called for the foul, his second team foul. Cy Becker will check in for Columbus, number 25. That 2-2-1 zone press employed by Coach Konieczny. Again, Emmett Konieczny not in uniform today. Not sure what the injury is, but he did take a pretty good fall to the floor in the latter part of the game at Spencer. And we wish him well in the speedy recovery. And that zone press comes in handy for Prairie, but Harris dribbles it off his foot. Eastman will return for Prairie, give Max Schneider a breather. 1-3-1 zone press put on by the Blackhawks. Columbus will beat it going to the basket hard as Olsen. He misses it. And we're almost 5 minutes into the contest, and Columbus yet to put a point on the board. Good rotation of the ball on offense for Prairie. And the shot is off the mark by Straka. Harris will swing it over to Lenzendorf. Back to Harris for 3. No. Ball stays on the west end of the gym in possession of Prairie du Chien. And we have a timeout called by Columbus. We'll take a timeout here as well. You're watching boys basketball on Zaleski Sports.
What Heartland Farms is a large potato and vegetable operation. Who Heartland Farms is a group of hardworking, dedicated people who have a common vision.
Heartland Farms is an accumulation of individuals who came from family farm backgrounds, grew up on family farms, and now have come together as one larger team to own and manage a much larger farm enterprise.
Get crazy low pricing on toys at Fleet Farm going on right now. Save up to 50% on all toys, including top toy brands like Barbie, Melissa and Doug, Lego, and Nerf. Don't forget, you'll always get the lowest prices with the Fleet Farm Price Match Guarantee. See store or fleetfarm.com for details. And a turnover by the Blackhawks gives it back to Columbus. Stone Innovations, it's the Winter Blitz sale at Stone Innovations. With the purchase of a new countertop, you get a free installed stainless steel sink or a 10% off tile blacksplash and labor. And check out our discounts on flooring. The Winter Blitz offer is only at Stone Innovations. Brady Lenzendorf commits the foul, and that will send Grant Olson to the Jamie Wenzel Serve Pro free throw line. And misses the first. Again, he's at the Jamie Wenzel Serve Pro free throw line. Call Jamie Wenzel at Serve Pro for the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro like it never even happened. A second free throw for Olson. And the first point on the board at the 12:56 mark. Zone press, creating a little havoc there, and kicked by Grant Olson. Ball will stay in possession of Prairie. Riley will inbound for the Hawks. Good move and shot by Riley. Missed, but the Dons get the rebound. Charlie Moore over to Olson. Olson kicks it out to Konechny. And the shot in and out by Konechny. That's Matt Konechny. And a big rebound for Max Schneider. And he'll give it to his teammate, James Riley. Down low on the Schneider on the block. They kick it back out. 3-point attempt by Lenzendorf off the mark. A long rebound goes out to Riley. They'll reset. Skip pass. Another three for Lenzendorf, and that one is short. Neither team shooting well from the field. It's like a baseball score, 3-1. We've got 11:50 left here in the first half. And we got a steal. As that press creating a lot of havoc for the Dons. Prairie on offense. Riley, guarded by Konechny, swings it over. Good ball movement for Prairie du Chien. Just as I say that, good steal by Blake Jacoby. And Jacoby's going to push, and he is fouled. And that's going to be called on James Riley. It'll be his first personal. Konechny will step out, and coming in now is Alex Edwards, number 5. Grant Olson will inbound for Columbus. Charlie Moore will reset the offense. Olson. Moore for 2. No. Foul's called, and he was crunched after the shot, so Charlie Moore will go to the Serve Pro Jamie Wenzel free throw line. Call Jamie Wenzel at Serve Pro for the number 1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro like it never even happened. So the birthday boy, Charlie Moore, steps to the line to shoot 2. That foul makes the first. Brady Lenzendorf returns for Dawson Eastman. Eastman committed his second foul. Second free throw for junior Charlie Moore. Release, rotation, and got the shooter roll. Tied at 3. Prairie on the offense. 2-3 zone employed by the Dons. And stripped out of the hands of Hunter Straka as he went to the basket and bounced off of him, and it's going to be possession for Columbus. Now, a pretty nice crowd on hand from people from Prairie, and it's about a good 3.5-4 hour drive up from Prairie du Chien. And nearly another steal. Moore for 3. No. And back in possession of Columbus. That's Cy Becker. 3 by Jacoby. He gets the first 3 of the game. And it's now 6-3 Columbus. Diamond press now employed by Columbus. They get a steal. Another one for Jacoby. He makes it. And Jacoby fouled as he makes the 3. And Blake Jacoby will go to the Serve Pro Jamie Wenzel free throw line. Call Jamie Wenzel at Serve Pro for the number 1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro like it never even happened. Coach Banasek is saying, was it a shooting foul or was it a foul after he was on the ground? And they're going to confer a little bit. That foul called on Brady Linsendorf, his second. They're having a conference to find out what if it's going to be a shooting foul or just out of bounds. Are they going to change the foul? They changed the foul, and we have a timeout here. We'll take a timeout as well. You're watching high school boys basketball on Zaleski Sports.
At Bauer & Fine Business Technologies in Marshfield, our company has been serving Central Wisconsin since 1955. We're still locally owned and believe strongly in supporting the communities that support us. If you're a current customer, thank you. If you're not a current customer, we'd love to work with you. Let's talk about copiers, printers, postage meters, and network services. Give us a call today at 800-288-2712 or visit our website at b-bt.com. Bauer & Fine Business Technologies. Better business together.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Get a free quote from Kerry Van Aert State Farm on auto, homeowners, renters, and more for both Wisconsin Rapids and Marshfield. Find Kerry Van Aert State Farm on Facebook to get started. After the timeout, back to action here as Columbus will inbound on the side. Jacoby swings it over to Moore on the far side, off the wing. Back to Moore. Prairie now in man-to-man. And it's going to be bounced off of a Prairie to Chien player. Alex Edwards got stuck in that spot, couldn't get a shot off. Bounced it off a leg of a Blackhawk. Grant Olson to inbound on the east side. Moore thought about a three. He'll kick it out. Three for Edwards. No. Good rebound for Linsendorf. He was the one who originally charged with that last foul, and it was changed to Tyler Harris, number 34. Mara. They swing it back. Harris looks for a cutter. Back up high is Riley. Riley looks for an open man. Good zone press put on by Columbus. Actually, they've switched to man. And the Dons faithful starting to applaud the defensive effort. It's a 9-3 advantage for Marshfield Columbus. Riley in the corner put up a layup. Knocked down and pulled down. Grant Olson with the rebound. Charlie Moore will take the ball over the timeline. Ahead to Blake Jacoby. Back to Moore. Jacoby again. He's had 2 3-pointers. That shot off the mark. Rebound pulled down by Tyler Harris. Far side. Now on the block to Tyler Harris. He swing it back out to Brady Linsendorf. Now the near side to Mara. Tried to get in the low block to Max Schneider, and they call a kick. Want to thank our game day sponsors, Hawkins Ash, Woodfield Inn and Suites, and Rims Funeral Home. Back to action here. Turnover. Here come the Dons with a 6-point lead. Olsen in the block. They swing it back up high to Moore. Far side to Jacoby. Back to Moore. They'll swing it back now. Konieczny. And he stepped out of bounds. Did Cy Becker. Turnovers. Last night in that game against Marathon and Stratford, I had the chance to call play-by-play for Stratford. Too many turnovers. And that defense really clamped down by Marathon. Prairie, he knew what he wanted to do. Tommy Mara, he got to do one before two. took 2 steps and then passed, and that's a travel. Hunter Straka returns for Prairie du Chien. Again, a very nice presentation at the beginning of the game for Coach Bonasic as he was recognized. He started his career here coaching basketball at Columbus. Shot is off the mark by Konieczny, and we got a foul. And they're going to call that on Grant Olson. Grant Olson's first personal. And the third team foul on the Dons. Joe Anderson here, joined by Isaac Eagle, my producer, bringing you to this afternoon's action. 9-3, Columbus. Not much scoring. And we got another foul, back-to-back fouls on Grant Olson. Back into the game will be Alex Edwards to give Olson a rest. Joe Konieczny played for Coach Bonasic when he was here. The shot is up. Missed by Harris. Rebound pulled down by Schneider. Schneider will power up and get the basket. So Max Schneider cuts it down to a 4-point lead. 2-2-1 press themselves, Prairie du Chien employs. Edwards to Konieczny. Far side to Moore. 2-3 zone again for Prairie. Becker, baseline drive, score the basket and the foul. Cy Becker will go to the ServPro Jamie Wenzel free throw line. Call Jamie Wenzel at ServPro for the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. ServPro like it never even happened. That foul called now on Brady Lenzendorf, his second and the 7th team foul on the Blackhawks. Cy Becker at the line, shooting one and got it. Old-fashioned 3-point play. 7-point lead. 2-2-1 full court press employed by the Dons. And the Blackhawks beat it. Baseline drive, shot put up and missed by Straka. Dons come out of there with the rebound. Charlie Moore will center. Swing it over to Jacoby. Konieczny back to Moore. No, stolen. Good anticipation for Straka. And Moore is going to foul him. And take a hop up onto the stage. So Charlie Moore with the foul. And that'll put Hunter Straka at the ServPro Jamie Wenzel free throw line. Call Jamie Wenzel at ServPro for the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. ServPro like it never even happened. The first of 2 for sophomore Hunter Straka. First one is up and off the mark. Second free throw coming up, but Ethan Nemitz will check in for the Dons, #4. Couple of bounces. And we're going to count it. Timeout called by Prairie du Chien. We'll take a timeout here as well. You are watching high school boys basketball on Zaleski Sports.
At Express Employment Professionals, we place people from all walks of life in all kinds of jobs.
Hi, welcome to Express. Please sign in and have a seat.
Great, thanks. Great, thanks. Great, thanks. Great, thanks.
Witness the difference of a Catholic education at Columbus Catholic Schools.
I think everyone should just know what makes this place special.
Come and see. That's just what the Lord always said, and put your toe in the water. They are great schools, and it's a good fit. I'd always want them to come and to just feel the goodness and the family atmosphere.
I invite everyone just to come in and see what it's about and to see if it might be right for them and their family.
We invite you to schedule a tour today.
Nicolay Bank offers personal banking at its best. They have locations in Stevens Point, Wausau, Colby, Medford, Edgar, and Merrill. Or learn more at nicolaybank.com. After that timeout by the Blackhawks, we're back to action here. Joe Anderson providing play-by-play for you this afternoon. Isaac Eagle, my producer. Columbus on the offense. And with a 6-point lead, Charlie Moore, the three is missed. Good rebound pulled down by Dawson Eastman. Riley looks for a cutter, swings it up to Straka, and Straka. Eastman again. Now to Harris, near side to James Riley. They'll keep moving it around. Harris cut off. Good defense. Oh, down low into James Riley, and Riley gets it over to Straka, and Straka gets the basket. Now it cuts it to a 4-point lead. 1-2-2. Full court employed by Prairie. The Dons beat it. Nemitz. Now over to Jacoby. Thought about a three. Edwards back to Jacoby for three. Yes. Blake Jacoby. 3 threes in the contest. Back to a 7-point lead for the Dons. Shot put up by Harris, a miss, and it's going to remain Prairie ball. Blake Jacoby returns for Marshfield Columbus. Alex Edwards will have a seat. Riley will inbound. Good rotation. They're looking for Riley to come back in. Inside to Eastman, and Eastman is fouled. Dawson Eastman will go to the Serve Pro Jamie Wenzel free throw line. Call Jamie Wenzel at Serve Pro for the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro like it never even happened. And they call that foul on Seibecker, his first. Eastman first of 2, and back iron no. Tommy Mara returns for Prairie du Chien. Lucas Krecklow returns for the Columbus Dons. Pretty nice crowd on hand today. We had a lot of snow up here in central Wisconsin. Had 8 inches at my place in Loyal yesterday, or 2 days ago. Yesterday we picked up about another 1.5 inches, 2 inches. So if you're a snowmobiler or a skier, you should be happy. Eastman missed those 2 free throws. Don's back on offense. Good skip pass over to Nemitz. Jacoby drives baseline. Nemitz for 3. No. Good rebound by Jacoby. Fell awkwardly. Moore for 3. Yes. Charlie Moore. And Moore, his first 3 of the game, 5 in the contest. 2-2-1, creating a lot of pressure. Prairie beats it, gets it over the timeline. Mara, far side. Dawson in the corner. They swing it back to Mara. Working hard on the low block is Max Schneider. That's who they're trying to get it to, but Moore is cutting him off. And Krecklow. And Schneider and Jacoby tied up. And the arrow points to the Dons. Brady Lenzendorf and James Riley checking in for Prairie du Chien. Any of my friends from southwestern Wisconsin, I'm saying hello to you all. Did my undergrad work at UW-Platteville. Moore will swing it down. Back up high to Nemitz. Moore, another 3. Yes. When Charlie gets hot, he gets hot. And we have a timeout called by Prairie du Chien. We'll take a timeout here as well. You're watching high school boys basketball on Zaleski Sports.
At Express Employment Professionals, we place people from all walks of life in all kinds of jobs.
Hi, Hi, welcome to Express. Please sign in and have a seat.
Great, thanks. Great, thanks. Great, thanks. Great, thanks.
Purple Mountain Solutions is your go-to partner in assisting with all facets of your supply chain, whether purchasing, warehousing, or transportation in the public, private, or medical sector. You know you can depend on Purple Mountain Solutions to get it there safely and efficiently. Back to action here. Prairie to Chien, the three-point shot put up and missed by Lenzendorf. Olsen with the rebound. He gives it up to Kreklo. Lucas Kreklo, first basket of the afternoon for that young man. And it's become a 15-point lead for the Dons. They didn't score until the 12:56 mark of the first half, and that shot put up and missed by Schneider. Here comes Olsen again. Olsen over to Nemitz. Moore, another three. Count the basket and the foul. Charlie Moore and Fuego. Charlie Moore will go to the ServPro Jamie Wenzel free throw line. Call Jamie Wenzel at ServPro for the number one choice in cleanup and restoration. ServPro, like it never even happened. Cal Burkhauser will check in, along with Cy Becker. And that foul called on James Riley, his second. 8th team foul. Charlie Moore, the birthday boy, at the line for Columbus. Shooting one, and it is up and no. And we're going to have a foul on Cy Becker. It'll be his second. Tyler Harris had the position on the rebound, and we have bonus throws. Tyler Harris will step to the ServPro Jamie Wenzel free throw line. Call Jamie Wenzel at ServPro for the number one choice in cleanup and restoration. ServPro, like it never even happened. Emmett Konieczny, Charlie Moore, Nathan Nemitz, Cal Burkhauser, and Blake Jacoby on the floor for Columbus. And that first free throw is in and good for Tyler Harris. Second free throw coming up for the junior, wearing number 34. Release, rotation, and good. Made them both. Prairie now in double figures for the first time this afternoon. 1-3-1 press. Jacoby gets it to Burkhauser. They rotated around Nemitz for three. Nemitz' shot is in and good. Nathan Nemitz. And the Dons are starting to find the 3 points range. They beat that press. Prairie's beating the press. They just can't get a basket. They get one shot and don't get the offensive rebound. Riley. No. Goodness gracious. James Riley, good shot, good look, but just wouldn't drop. Nemitz. Konieczny. The Charlie Moore. And if you're Prairie to Chien, who do you guard? Do you guard Nemitz? Do you guard Moore? Do you guard Konieczny, who can all hit it from three? What do you do? Jacoby will drive in, kick it out to Nemitz. Oh, good anticipation. I'll tell you, Hunter Straka is quick. Almost got that steal. Almost got another one. Nemitz. Konieczny for three. Matt Konieczny. And it's a 22-point lead. Almost an over and back. Prairie to Chien needs a basket here. And they're going to get a foul. Good move by Hunter Straka. Hunter Straka will go to the ServPro Jamie Wenzel free throw line. Call Jamie Wenzel at ServPro for the number one choice in cleanup and restoration. ServPro, like it never even happened. Bonus throw for the sophomore, Hunter Straka. Nathan Emmets called for the foul. 8th team on Columbus, and that free throw is good. Straka will get a second. Only two timeouts remaining for Coach Banasic. He's taking a full and 2:30s. And the free throw, second one missed. Moore with the rebound. Charlie dribbled. He dribbled over Hunter Straka. And a three at the buzzer for Blake Jacoby. Wow. And it is a 26-point lead for Columbus heading into halftime. We'll take a timeout here. You're watching high school boys basketball on Zaleski Sports.
For over 50 years, the Dental Clinic of Marshfield has served the area with the talent and expertise of big city dentistry with a hometown feel. With our multi-specialty staff and board-certified periodontist, orthodontist, and pediatric dentist, Dental Clinic of Marshfield has solutions for our patients of all ages from 1 to 100. We take pride in being in-network with an array of insurance companies to meet the needs of our community and our patients. No matter what your dental need, the Dental Clinic of Marshfield will be there for you.
Seamless, without holes, faults, or interruption. The shape of transformation. Seamless unites experience with insight. Seamless is CLA. Putting seamless into practice to help you reach unsummited heights. CLA, the seamless experience.
When buying or selling land, the biggest decision you make is choosing your representation. Whitetail Properties is the top real estate company for selling hunting land, recreational properties, and farms. Our nationwide network of sportsmen, farmers, and investors offers a great opportunity for you to capitalize on the true market value of your property. In central Wisconsin, Brian Roosh is your local land specialist and is ready to help you get started on all of your property needs.
Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, has been a central Wisconsin resident her entire life. That means she has the inside edge on knowing the landscape and what it takes to care for your real estate needs. Whether you're buying or selling, Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, is your friend and neighbor, ready to help.
I'm Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, with experience in residential and commercial real estate. Let's work together as a team for a win in your next real estate transaction.
Little Sprouts is now open in Rudolph with the same great childcare you know about in Auburndale. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
The community here in Rudolph has been extremely welcoming, and we're excited to serve here just like we do up in Auburndale. Part of the process is to help out the school districts and to help the children stay, their 4K children to stay close and get services right here. We serve here in Rudolph 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds, and up in Auburndale we serve 6 weeks old until 12-year-olds.
Our Auburndale pea pods, wiggle worms, busy bees, and fireflies welcome the Rudolph sweet potatoes, lovely ladybugs, and beautiful butterflies. Contact Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
Today's Coach on the Couch is sponsored by Grassland Butter. Grassland Butter since 1904. Welcome to Coach on the Couch. I'm your host, Jason Zaleski, here today at Columbus Catholic High School talking to Don's boys basketball coach, Joe Konechny. Coach, before we start talking about this year's team and recapping last year, just to remind the audience, how many years you've been coaching basketball here and what keeps you coming back every year?
Well, this is my 18th year at Columbus, 20th year coaching a varsity boys team overall. And obviously what keeps me coming back is just that I really enjoy it. I think it's a lot of fun. I love the relationships that I get to build with young men while they're in high school and then many years beyond. So it's been a very valuable thing for my family and for myself personally. So I hope to do it for many more years to come.
Before we talk about this year's team, I think it's totally appropriate to talk about last year's seniors. You had a group of 4 last year, right? You had 2 Coles, 2 Sams on the team. We could fill up a whole show talking about those 4 young men. Tell us, though, what kind of legacy, what they did for your basketball program.
Well, the biggest thing they did is I think they were mentors and friends to the players we currently have. I think that they stay in touch with those young men. I know they reached out to them the first day of practice, in the weeks prior to practice, letting them know that they'd still be with them in spirit, and we're really pulling for them over the course of this next season. And I think that's what's a special thing when they want this team to go further than they did. And it's a genuine thing. It's not like, hey, I don't want them to do what we didn't get the opportunity to do. It's a genuine caring for the people we currently have and desire to see them go past what we did last year. And their mentorship and their leadership is something we can't replace. We're going to try, but I hope that as people, the boys we currently have can turn out like those four. Then we will have been pretty successful.
I've said a few times over the course of your time here how structurally sound your teams are, how fundamentally sound they are, how well executed the game of basketball is played under your direction here at Columbus Catholic. Why is that?
Well, I don't know that it's necessarily me. I think it's a culture that kind of permeates the school. We talk to our players a lot about the kind of people they are 24 hours a day, not just at practice. When they come to the gym at 3 o'clock for those 2 or 2.5 hours, we're going to ask them to conduct themselves in a certain way, to be disciplined and selfless and leaders, and to genuinely give their best effort all the time, and to self-reflect, and to be aware of what they do well, but to also accept what they don't do well. And we tell them a lot, you shouldn't have to change who you are when you walk in the gym. And I think what we have here at Columbus, what a lot of places have, is that we don't have to change who they are as people. I think they're encouraged to live that way the rest of their lives, especially during the school day at the school. So the advantage that I see is that they walk into the gym and they just have to continue to be themselves, which can be pretty impressive from a person standpoint.
As your season went on last year, like any other good team, your boys got better each week. I remember it was probably the game before your second game of the season, and I was doing my best to describe a difference between one team and the other, and I called your team boring, and I couldn't have been more wrong as the season went on, because you had a really exciting season. I was wrong to say what I did, just a poor choice of words in comparing two teams, but your team it was a very, very exciting season. It ended with a sectional final appearance in a game that I thought you really coached masterfully in that game. It's just the height, Ted. There was a height discrepancy in that game. But when you look back and think on the memories of last year's team, what memory or what kind of method or mode from that team will stick with you for years to come?
Just their genuine desire to be there for one another. And I know it's cliche, but those guys had each other's backs and everything. Like during the school day at team meals, I can remember we'd go out to team dinners, and I'd go to the table after paying the bill, and there's a couple of our seniors making sure that guys had enough money to tip the waitress, making sure that people got where they needed to be as far as seniors and juniors, taking care of freshmen and sophomores. They were just really good friends to one another. And it's meaningful to me that I think they're the kind of friends that 5, 10, 15, 20 years from now, they're still going to be close. And I think that in itself made us successful. And when you say boring, I think it's more of a consistency thing. We try to be the same way every day. And those guys were that. They cared for one another, and they didn't care who did what individually. It was all about how do we succeed as a team or perform as a team. And the sectional final loss, obviously a very difficult thing. But at the same time, the beautiful thing is when you got those young men in the locker room and they're crying and they're hugging each other and they're saying goodbye and telling each other what they mean to one another. You just can't replace that, and it's a special, special thing to be a part of.
Before we talk about this year's team, first for me to you, a special thanks for allowing us to perform our all-access episodes last year. We got to go in the locker room.
Welcome back to Zaleski Sports broadcast of high school boys basketball. We hope you enjoyed that little snippet of that interview between Jason Zaleski and Columbus Catholic head coach Joe Konieczny. Halftime stats upcoming, but a few messages from our sponsors. Find your next career path with just a phone call to Express Employment Professionals with locations in Wausau, Stevens Point, Marshfield. No matter where you are in central Wisconsin, save yourself some time and find your next employer at expresspros.com. H&S Manufacturing in Marshfield is hiring. They offer top wages along with a very generous benefit package. Get health, dental, life, and disability, 401k cash bonuses, $2 shift bonus, and a substantial vacation plan that has you earning vacation from your very first day. H&S is looking for welders, painters, and assemblers for both first and second shifts. Apply online at hsmgco.com. And, of course, our friends from Crystal Finishing Systems. They're a family-owned business now hiring for both their Weston and Mosinee locations with openings in manufacturing, fabrication, management, customer service, and so much more. Join the Crystal Finishing team. Learn more at crystalfinishing.com. We look at the stats here for the first half. First for the Blackhawks is Prairie to Chien. Hunter Straka and Tyler Harris each with 4. 3 chipped in by Max Schneider. Only 11 points in the first half. They shot 5 of 10 from the free throw line. We look at Columbus, who didn't score their first point until the 12:56 mark of the first half, and from then on have exploded with threes. Matt Konechny with 3, Nathan Emmets with 3. 11 points for the birthday boy, Charlie Moore. 12 for Blake Jacoby with 4 threes. Grant Olson with a free throw. 2 points for Lucas Kreklo and 3 for Cy Becker. The Dons shot 4 of 6 from the free throw line. And we're going to get you back here to the start of the second half, as time is running down on the warm-up time. Heartland Farms says nobody knows potatoes in Wisconsin quite like Heartland Farms, with roots in Amherst and now based in Hancock. This 5th-generation potato and vegetable farm produces many varieties of shipping potatoes and currently farming 27,000 irrigated acres and growing. Learn more about the best in the potato business at heartland.farm. That's heartland.farm. And, of course, our friends from Whitetail Properties for the best in recreational or hunting properties in Wisconsin. Call Brian Roosh with Whitetail Properties. Just share your goals, and Brian can tell you where and how to make it a reality. Call Brian at 715-213-4468. That's Brian Roosh at Whitetail Properties, 715-213-4468. Back to action here. And Schneider tried to put it up, and Kreklo said, "You'll get nothing and like it." And Schneider pounds in, and it's going to be off of Kreklo. And remain in possession of Prairie to Chien. And we've got a white foul. And they call that on Lucas Kreklo, his second personal, first foul of the second half. James Riley will inbound for Prairie to Chien. Lob it in to Harris. Shot by Riley. Back iron, no. Schneider. And it's going to be Kreklo again on the foul. So back-to-back fouls on Lucas Kreklo, much to the dismay of the Columbus fans. And we'll have a sub coming in as Cy Becker will return. Kreklo will have to have a seat. He's got 3 fouls. Riley to inbound and tipped out of bounds by Blake Jacoby. And scurries off into the hallway. Grant Olson will track it down. James Riley on the east end of the gym will inbound. Veteran officiating crew on the floor tonight. Lob in the Eastman. They want to get it in the hands of Riley, and Riley in the land of the Giants. His shot is short. Gets his own rebound. Riley put back good. And Riley gets his first basket of the game. Jacoby, Konechny, Olson. Jacoby kicks it out to Charlie Moore. No. And Riley pulls down the rebound and will take it over the timeline near side. And guarded by Blake Jacoby. A lot of contact. Riley guarded by Jacoby, and he'll reset on the top of the circle. Man-to-man defense employed by the Dons. Riley puts the shot up and short again. He's getting the open shots there. It's just not going in. Matt Konechny brings the ball over the timeline. Olson will swing it over to Charlie Moore. Good rotation near side to Jacoby. They'll give it back to Moore up high. 2-3 zone for Prairie. Oh, nice pass. And the shot up by Becker, but missed. He'll shoot two. Cy Becker will go to the Serve Pro Jamie Wenzel free throw line. Call Jamie Wenzel at Serve Pro for the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro like it never even happened. And Becker will shoot two. And the first one is good. That foul called on Dawson Eastman, his third. Second free throw up for the junior. It's up and it is good. Made them both. 6 for 8 are the Dons at the charity stripe. And they continue to lead by double digits here, 37-13, just a little over 2 minutes into the second half. 3-point shot by Harris. Schneider with the rebound, gets the putback shot. 5 points in the game for Max Schneider. And turnover by the Dons. Prairie du Chien 1-4 on the season. Picked up a win against Lancaster earlier this past week. A lot of good defensive pressure put on by the Dons. And as Harris drove to the basket, he's called for the player control foul. And Tyler Harris commits his third personal. And I think what he did is speaking as a referee, he dropped that shoulder. As soon as you dip that shoulder, they're going to call player control foul. Shout out to the fans from Prairie du Chien that made the excursion up here. Roads probably aren't the super bestest. Still a little schmeary out there. A lot of snow. And underneath the snow is the ice. They move it out. Charlie Moore for three. No. Good rebound pulled down by Tyler Harris, and he'll take it over the timeline. Eastman drives to the basket, stripped of the ball, but it's going to remain Blackhawk ball as it went out of bounds off of Columbus. Harris into Schneider on the block. Schneider, a lot of contact, and they're going to get Jacoby for the foul. Blake Jacoby called for his first. It is the third team foul on the Dons. Tyler Harris will inbound. Or pardon me, they get it into Tyler Harris, my bad, excuse me. And a shot by Riley for three. James Riley. And Riley, 5 points all here in the second half. Charlie Moore. Far side to Blake Jacoby. Columbus content to run some clock here. Break down this zone defense employed by the Blackhawks. Into, wow, nice pass. Grant Olson finishes it. And it's 39-18. 21-point lead. Long two put up by Tyler Harris. Hits nothing but air. Hunter Straka will check in. And Brady Linsendorf will also come in for the Blackhawks. Prairie out of their full court and going 2-3 zone. Charlie Moore sporting that headband. Celebrating his 17th birthday today. Jacoby, a good rotation. Charlie Moore for three. Too long, put back. Oh, almost had it. Did Becker. Bounces off. Straka. Get it over to Riley. Rotate to the far side. Down into Schneider. Schneider will power up and miss. Good defense employed by Grant Olson, who takes it coast to coast, and he will be fouled to shoot 2. And Grant Olson will step up to the ServPro Jamie Wenzel free throw line. Call Jamie Wenzel at ServPro for the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. ServPro, like it never even happened. 4th personal foul on Tyler Harris. And Olson makes the first. Second free throw coming up for the senior. Couple of bounces, release, rotation, splash. 41-18. Columbus has gotten out of their full court press as well. Harris tried to get it into Schneider, and Schneider rips it out of Olson's hands. Schneider goes to the basket. No foul. It was short. Charlie Moore, far side. Centers at the Jacoby. Konieczny will give it back to Moore, and Moore back with it up high. Ooh, Charlie faked him out. He'll do a long 2 from the top of the circle. And Charlie Moore is in fuego, the birthday boy. And we got a timeout called by the Blackhawks. We'll take a timeout here as well. You're watching high school boys basketball on Zaleski Sports.
Partners Bank, better together.
We know how a bank should be at Partners Bank. Banking should be easier. Treating our customers as valued and important. Services should be better with online and mobile banking and locations close to where you live and work. Loans should be quicker, and we make all decisions locally with years of experience helping people with their financing needs. Partners Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Partners Bank, better together.
Mid-State Technical College. You belong here. Start your classes and get your degree right here, or transfer to your 4-year.
Mid-State Technical College. You belong here. In person at 4 convenient campuses, online or a hybrid.
Mid-State Technical College. You belong here for your Career Accelerator Certificate, a quick way to get ahead in your career.
Mid-State Technical College. You belong here. Register to start this spring.
Get started at mstc.edu.
Mid-State Technical College. You belong here.
Mutual of Wausau Insurance, protecting homes, farms, and businesses since 1875. Visit mutualofwausau.com to find an agent near you. Spectrum Benefit Solutions, with offices located throughout central Wisconsin, is your group benefits provider for health, dental, accident, and life insurance. Spectrum Benefit Solutions works with hundreds of clients of all sizes to help you attract and retain the best employees. Find Spectrum Benefit Solutions on Facebook to get started. After the timeout, Prairie on the offense. A long 3 taken by James Riley. Well short of the mark. And a turnover, and goes back to Columbus. These kids from Prairie to Chien have played very hard. They had a long bus trip up here. I know when I go and visit my in-laws in Boscobel, it's a good 3.5, 4-hour drive almost to get down there. That shot rimmed out of Becker. Back to possession of Prairie to Chien, trailing by 25. And Euro step employed by Dawson Eastman, and he will go to the line. He will go to the ServPro Jamie Wenzel free throw line. Call Jamie Wenzel at ServPro for the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. ServPro, like it never even happened. So Dawson Eastman 0 for 2 at the line in this game so far. We'll have 2 here, and makes the first. And that foul, the third committed by Cy Becker. 4th team foul on the Dons. Second free throw coming up for junior Dawson Eastman. He made them both this time. Prairie Chien led early on, 3-0 for about the first 6-7 minutes almost. At least the first 5. Third foul on James Riley, first here in the second half. Each team with 4 team fouls. Columbus on the inbound. This is Mac Konieczny. Emmett on the injured list for this last 2 games. Hopefully he'll be back next week. 3. Rims out. Good shot by Cal Burkhauser. And a steal. Matt Konieczny for 3. No. And good, strong rebound pulled down by Dawson Eastman. Put it into the hands of James Riley. And they're going to get a foul on Cal Burkhauser. That'll be Burkhauser's first and 5th team foul. Tommy Mara. And inbounded it up and put in a good job for Brady Lenzendorf. And Lenzendorf gets his first basket of the afternoon. Konieczny. Edwards will drive to the basket, miss it. Another good rebound for Dawson Eastman. Straka takes it up, gets it to Mara. Mara in the block. Riley kicks it out. 3 attempt by Lenzendorf, and he made it. Brady Lenzendorf with 5 quick points here. And they've cut it down to 18. Edwards will drive to the basket and miss it. Rebound by Mara. Riley will take the ball over the timeline. 18-point lead now. It was up to 25 at one point. Columbus a little cold now from the field. The Dons in a man-to-man offense, or defense, excuse me. And James Riley waiting for everything to get set up. Nathan Nemitz will check in for Columbus at the next dead ball. And Riley gets it over to Mara. They'll swing it now to Straka. Back high to Mara. Riley looks for a cutter. Back and forth they go. Good rotation on the offense. Eastman will drive and throw up a shot. And they're going to call traveling. Here comes in Nate Nemitz, and he will replace Blake Jacoby. That's a good call by the official, too, because he was not under control. Austin Eastman just threw something up. Nemitz into Burkhauser. Back to Nemitz. He's got a 3 on the afternoon. 2-pointer by Becker. Splash for Cy Becker. Back to a 20-point lead for Columbus. 8.5 minutes left in the contest. Lenzendorf. Eastman looks for somebody. He's got the dribble. Left-handed, jump stop, puts it up. Miss, rebound by Cal Burkhauser. And here come the Dons. Nemitz, left-handed dribble. He'll take a long 2, top of the circle, rims out. Tell you, Dawson Eastman has had a good afternoon on the boards for Prairie to Chien. Mara looks for somebody, looks for that cutter to come through. He tries to get it into Lenzendorf, and Lenzendorf is fouled. That'll be the 16th foul on Columbus. Matt Konieczny called for his first personal foul. Sam Dooms will check in for the Dons. First action of the afternoon for the sophomore. Straka to inbound. Nice shot by Harris, but missed. Nemitz now will take the ball over the timeline far side. Edwards tried that skip pass anticipated by Lenzendorf, and he goes coast to coast and gets the layup. So Lenzendorf with 7 points here in the second half. Prairie trying to knock that lead down. They've got it down to 18 again. And they try to get it to Dooms and it goes out of bounds. Coach Banasic in his return here to Marshfield, longtime coach at Marshfield Columbus, and moved back to his hometown of Prairie du Chien. Harris kicks it out. Shot. Oh, Harris almost took it. He thought about it. He pulled it back. There's Harris. Floater. No. Tipped out. Schneider gets the rebound. 3 for Tommy Mara. And short again. Brushes the net. Doesn't hit the rim. Like I was saying, though, these kids they've got to be just tired. They must have left at probably 8 o'clock this morning, maybe 9. Hard to get your sea legs and play a tough team like Columbus after all of that sitting on the bus. Nimitz to Dooms. And a stole. Good anticipation by Lenzendorf, and he'll lay it up. Tell ya, Brady Lenzendorf has had a heck of a second half here. He's been the spark plug for Prairie du Chien. Now down to 16. But time a factor. Burkhauser drives in, and kicks it out. Back into Burkhauser in the block, guarded by Mara. Nimitz. Baseline driving good for Cy Becker. Good work for Mr. Becker. 3 attempt by Lenzendorf, long. Rebound pulled down. Want to get it into Mara at that block. Fake shot drive by Harris, and Harris gets the basket. Good move by Tyler Harris. I'll tell you, the Blackhawks are hanging on here. They're not giving up. And they're going to call an illegal screen on Nathan Nimitz. Isaac Moritz will check in for the Dons, number 2, the senior. Good friends with his dad and his grandfather. Hard to believe Isaac's a senior already. Prairie du Chien will take it over the timeline. Hunter Straka. Harris's shot is good. Tyler Harris, back-to-back buckets. 47-33, now down to a 14-point lead. 4:40 left in the contest. Edwards traveled. Charlie Moore will check in, and Blake Jacoby will check in and replace Alex Edwards. Who else is coming out? 1, 2, and they will bring out Sam Dooms. Nimitz, Burkhauser, Moritz, Moore, and Jacoby on the floor for Columbus. Harris dishes it up to Schneider, and Schneider is fouled and will shoot 2. Max Schneider will go to the ServPro Jamie Wenzel free throw line. Call Jamie Wenzel at ServPro for the number 1 choice in cleanup and restoration. ServPro, like it never happened. He makes the first. Moritz called for the foul, his first. Lucas Krecklau checks in for Columbus. And Hunter Straka will return for Prairie, replacing Tommy Mara. Second free throw for junior Max Schneider. That's up and get the shooter's roll off the back iron. For a long time, Prairie led 3-0. Columbus didn't score until 12:56 of the first half, and just their 3 points shots just have exploded for the Dons. Drive was good for Cal Burkhauser, his first basket of the afternoon. Prairie just can't get a stop on defense. Under 4 minutes now. Good motion offense for Prairie to Chien. Riley will drive to the basket, nearly lose the handle. Guarded by Jacoby, kicks it out to Linsendorf for three, short. Most of the threes for Prairie to Chien have been short this afternoon. Joe Anderson here, joined by Isaac Eagle, my producer, providing you this game. Thank you for tuning in and watching. And Columbus wants to run a little bit of time off the clock, and the shot is up and good by Kreklo. Egg Country Farm Credit Services is a farmer-owned co-op, and we got a timeout here. We'll take a timeout here as well. You're watching high school boys basketball on Zaleski Sports.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken of Marshfield has been voted Best Pizza in Marshfield 12 years in a row. With popular choices like broccoli bacon cheese, drunken chicken, or any of the 25 specialty pizzas, Scotty's is ready to earn your vote now at 715-384-8118. Choose Scotty's for pizza, chicken, subs, sandwiches, and more. Carry out, dine-in, and delivery. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, 715-384-8118.
At the Granite Shop, we take great pride in what we do. We offer high-quality natural stone granite as well as a huge selection of man-made stone. With full slabs as well as a variety of partial remnants, you'll have no problem finding the stone that was meant for you. Our high-end, high-quality granite, quartz, and marble is perfect for any kitchen, bathroom, or remodel need. We are locally owned and operated on County Road C near Stratford. We service all of Wisconsin.
Egg Country Farm Credit Services is a farmer-owned co-op offering a wide array of custom financing and financial services. From loans and leases to crop insurance and tax and records, they have you covered. Contact Egg Country in Stevens Point, Wausau, Marshfield, or Medford. And don't forget to stick around at the conclusion of the game today for the Nasonville Dairy postgame show. Nasonville Dairy with fresh cheese curds made daily. Get your fresh cheese curds in Marshfield or Curtis, or log on to NasonvilleDairy.com. Three-point attempt by Riley, off the mark. Track down the rebound is Tyler Harris. He takes a three. That's a miss. Blake Jacoby finally sticks a fork in the ball and gets the rebound for Columbus. Approaching the 2-minute mark of the second half. Charlie Moore up high to Isaac Moritz. Tried to get it into Kreklo, and the defense for Prairie wasn't able to pick up on that errant pass. Charlie Moore now far side. Kreklo in the corner. And Columbus content with running off some clock here. Prairie's going to have to try to foul, and they get a hand check foul. And that's going to be the fourth foul on James Riley. Several players for Prairie not here today. As Coach Bonasic working with about a 2-member bench. He's got two other lads from the JV team. I don't know if they have enough quarters or has in. Kreklo, count the basket and the foul for Lucas Kreklo. Lucas Kreklo will go to the Serpro Jamie Wenzel free throw line. Call Jamie Wenzel at Serpro for the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serpro, like it never even happened. Tommy Mara called for his first personal 16 foul on Prairie. Cole Hilgeman's going to check in for the Dons. Also in is number 32, who I do not have in the program. And he makes the second. Dooms will return for the Dons as well. Devin Timler is in the game for the Dons. Devin, a freshman. And Dooms with the steal. Minute 15 left in the contest. And Kelsey, yes, we've wished Charlie a very happy birthday several times. I'm going to try to have him be our in-the-house player in the postgame show. And that pass to Hilgeman was blocked. And it's out of bounds off of Prairie to Chien. .7 seconds left, and it's a 19-point lead for Columbus. A lot of reserves in on the court now for both teams. Sam Kramer has checked in for Prairie as well. Last under 30 seconds, and the three-point shot off the mark and rebound pulled down for Cal Burkhauser, and that's going to pretty much wrap it up here. As the Dons are going to come out with a 19-point victory over the Blackhawks of Prairie du Chien. Time ticking away. And that'll do it. 54-35, the final score here from Marshfield Columbus. Now it's time for the Nasonville Dairy postgame show. Nasonville Dairy with fresh cheese curds made daily. Get your fresh cheese curds in Marshfield or Curtis, or log on to NasonvilleDairy.com.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on US Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com.
All right, so we're here with Kim Hyman. Kim, Nasonville Dairy, 125 years in the making.
Right.
Tell us about that.
You know, it's fantastic. It was the first plant built in Wood County back in 1885. Sal Nason and his family came here, and they started a small dairy plant. Eventually that plant burnt down, but then they rebuilt onto this same facility, and our family moved here in the late 60s in 1968 and took it over from there, and it's been just a fantastic growth. Great community, great people we have working for us. Oh, it's an open market. It's huge. You know, the opportunity for the diversity in the cheese industry is fantastic, and you have to be that way in order to sell a lot of product. And so we've got a great group of people working on the research and development side for us. So it's been really fortunate for us. Oh, right. We have 185 farm families that market their milk through us here at Nasonville Dairy. And we are so lucky we have like the best dairy farms in not only in central Wisconsin, but in the United States. marketing milk through us. So we're just really fortunate on that side.
Actually, we started in 1968. Our father brought us here from another cheese plant in Wisconsin. We had come from the cheese business. We've always been in the business. We had moved around the state in different parts. He brought us here about that time. The plant ran 7,500 pounds of milk at that time, and now runs about 1.5 million a day. So. We originally started out with making cheddar, and now we make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmers Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Friar, Seco, Parma, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafflettieri, Cafla Graviera, as well as making some Gouda Edam and a little bit of Munster on occasion.
Big win today.
Yeah, it was nice to see Coach Bonasic back at Columbus. That's kind of what today was about. Obviously, they're going to be a well-coached team when they have him on the bench. We were fortunate that we probably have a little bit more experience and talent. So just great to see him.
A little slow start here. I mean, didn't score till almost, I got it down at the 12:56 mark of the first half.
Yeah, I think we don't do a very good job of creating our own energy. The crowd maybe wasn't as intense today without the pep band because it's a Saturday, and we missed shots early. And we tend to get energy from the pep band and from making shots. And it sounds weird, but when we don't shoot the ball well, we have to find energy from somewhere. And today it was just really not there at the beginning. The other part of that is Coach Bonasic obviously had his team prepared so well. He is unbelievable. So he gets a lot of credit for that.
Okay. Big game coming up next Thursday at Owen Withee.
Yeah, Owen Withee is very good this year. They got a senior dominant group, 6'6", 6'6", 6'5", front line. So we're going to have to shoot it well and try to get some rebounds, but it should be a great game.
Okay. I'll see you up there, Coach. Thank you.
Thank you.
Now we bring in the birthday boy, fellow alum Charlie Moore of Zaleski Sports. Charlie Moore, the only person I knew that could drink 6 Cokes in 3 innings. Charlie, leading scorer today. You had, I got you down for 13. A little slow start, but what got you going in the shooting-wise?
Just hitting one and getting the confidence to, just hit another one, and then another one just follows right along with it. So just getting that confidence of just making one, and knowing the second one will go in after that.
Now, defensively, what were you guys doing?
It was a mix of like a 2-3, and then we switched to man here and there. So.
Okay. Do you like doing that 2-2-1 full court press?
Oh, it's a lot of running, that's for sure, but it gets teams going fast, and that's kind of what we want to do, so it helps.
Okay, what are you going to do on your 17th birthday?
Ooh, I'm treating myself to some nice dinner. Don't know what it is yet, but it's going to be nice, that's for sure.
Well, congratulations. We're going to put you in the house on your birthday. Right. Okay, go ahead.
I'm Charlie Moore, and I'm in the house. Thank you, Joe.
You bet. Happy birthday, Charlie. All right, let's do a quick rundown of the scoring here. For Prairie to Chien, 9 points for Brady Lenzendorf, 4 for Hunter Straka, 5 for James Riley, 2 for Dawson Eastman, 8 for Tyler Harris, 7 for Max Schneider. The Blackhawks shot 9 of 14 from the free throw line. On the other side of the ledger for Columbus, 3 from Matt Konieczny, 3 from Nathan Nemitz, 2 for Cal Burkhauser, 13 for Charlie Moore, the birthday boy, 12 for Blake Jacoby, 5 for Grant Olson, 7 for Lucas Kreklow, and 9 for Cy Becker. And the Dons shot 9 of 11 from the free throw line. They pick up the win today, 54-35. For my producer, Isaac Eagle, this is Joe Anderson saying thank you for watching. And again, the final score, Columbus 54 and Prairie to Chien 35. We'll catch you later. Have a great evening.